My next guest is an incredibly talented artist who just dropped a brand new EP called Evil Twin. It is Isaac Dunbar. Isaac, there he is. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. Is this after class right now? How are you doing?
Literally, yeah. I'm doing online school. I'm a senior this year, so I'm gonna be graduating in May. If
Wow.
if I do all my work. If not, then I'll have to graduate in August. But I'm trying to get it done.
I mean, what is it like senior year high school to be just doing this all online at home? Because you've obviously written about experiences in person high school.
Yeah, yeah. The biggest feeling is grateful and confused. I never thought that I would be doing this at such a young age, and I'm just trying to do the best I can. it's I don't ever really let school get in the way of it because I don't know. I hate school. And I'd rather be doing music anyways. So yeah.
So that's got to be great to have this outlet for you to be able to express yourself and now not be distracted or dealing with the social hierarchy of high school in
Oh,
person.
totally, totally. Yeah, 100%.
You dropped an EP last year, pretty much at the
Mhm.
start of the pandemic, and now
Yeah.
with this one, pretty much a year in. What was the difference in your thought process, your growth, how you approached writing music?
That's a great question. With my previous release, Isaac's Insects, I was ready to go on my first tour. Everything was going to be so different. And once that happened, um, I was almost in a minor state of lunacy in regards to my music and what I was going to do next. And we just took it day by day until we released Evil Twin. I feel like I have a better sense of self and music and my artistry and all of that sort of stuff. And we're definitely better equipped and prepared since we're in times of crisis for releasing and like still developing who I am as an artist. I don't know. I I know overall I just feel like I have a better sense of self. And that's been the main thing I've been focusing on since Isaac's Insects.
I'm glad you brought up the tour because I was curious, what was that feeling like? You're on this tour and referencing this tour with Girl in Red and having her fan base learn about you, accept you, and basically go from 100 to 0, touring and then no more, being grounded. What was the feeling like?
Yeah, it was quite jarring and almost traumatic. Not like really bad traumatic, but like I don't know. It was just something that I had to adapt to and get used to, just like everybody else did. And the way that I managed with those feelings is by like doing live streams and talking to the people that listen to my music and making up for the fact that I can't see their face. It's really hard. And even though I get to do it through Instagram Live, it's not the same. Not the same at all as being able to see them in person. But I'm glad that I at least get to do that.
So Evil Twin is out, and I understand that it is certainly a Freudian type thing where you have the ego and the id, or there's so many different analogies, spirit and the flesh and things, where you have this
Yeah.
one side of Isaac and another side of Isaac. When did that concept come into the picture? Because I think we all have that. To actually have it in music and expressive and actually sonically being able to hear it is another.
Totally. The whole evil twin concept came right after I finished writing Isaac's Insects. I was at a point where I was very confused, of course, because of the whole pandemic, and also in regards to my artistry and credibility and things of the ego. I, at the time, was obsessed with like Aphex Twin and Cocteau Twins and Slow Dive and all of this experimental music. And I wanted to strictly make that kind of music that I listened to. But then I also had this lust for pop music. And so I sort of, I had a little thing and I just put like both sides of myself into one. And in the record Evil Twin, the first three songs are sung by Evil Twin, my sort of alter ego. And then the last four records are sung by me. So I got to almost make a deal with myself that, or a compromise with myself that I could still put out the pop records and the sort of experimental records.
What's the name of your evil twin?
His name is just Evil Twin. That's it.
It's not Bob.
No, it's not Bob. It's Evil Twin. His name is Evil Twin, and he loves goldfish, as you can see in the Fan Behavior music video.
Yeah, it's a great video. You have a fantastic foundation, and I'm such a fan of your music, and I'm very excited for what you are marinating because eventually there will be an Isaac Dunbar sound at some
Mhm.
point, right? And then you'll be able to say, "Hey, remember when I did Pink Party when I was 17 years old?" And then you're going to do a whole album of that, or even go more extreme and sound like My Bloody Valentine on steroids or something.
Right, right, exactly. Thank you for saying that. I think so too. Actually, I've been working on really, really, really cool music as of late, and I don't want to go too deep into it, but I feel very confident in this. I'm making like so much music right now, all in the same like realm, and I'm just cultivating this whole world. That's yeah, I can't even explain it. It's gonna be cool.
When you say you're cultivating a world, are you saying that there's going to be a concept, an actual theme to a bigger collection of work?
Less of a theme, more of a sonic scape for the future music. Like you said, the Isaac Dunbar sound. I'm cultivating that sound right now.
I think that's great. These
Yeah,
EPs are a great way to introduce the world to your music and what you're capable of. And being able to have one collection have this sound, but then this other collection, you surprise people and you say, but I like this too. And then, in a way, you're finding your sound, finding yourself
yeah,
musically in real time and sharing it with all of us and saying, hey, what do you think? But at the same
exactly.
time, you're saying, what do I think?
Yeah, you're so right. Yeah,
What
you hit
about
the nail
the
on the head.
what about the lyrical content? Because last year was such a tumultuous, revolutionary year. There were just so many things that people could not avoid talking about and being affected by. How do you envision this affecting the new music that you have coming up?
The emotional damage that has happened to everybody within the past year is unexplainable. There's but at the same time, we've all been in such a state of introspection because we've had so much time to think, think about people, think about ourselves. We've done the most thinking within the year that we've probably done in the last 5 years. For me speaking, at least for myself, and it's totally coming through in the songwriting and all of the feelings that I felt within this year. Um, yeah. But to answer your question, yes, a lot of the lyrics and concepts of music I'm writing is totally applicable to what we've been through this year.
I can't wait for that. I know you're turning 18 in basically a few weeks here, and you're graduating. There's so many milestones. What do you anticipate, or what are the things that you wanted to achieve when you're 18 versus now that it's less than a month away? How has that changed?
Hmm. Oh my goodness. Well, I wanted to go on my first headlining tour, which I was going to do, but that did not happen. But honestly, I've never set too many goals for myself because I'm a big believer that whatever happens, happens. And I just let things happen as they come and go. But I'm excited to be moving. I'm gonna be moving to New York.
Oh,
And yeah, I'm gonna like I don't know. I have so many plans that I can't say yet.
have you been to New York before? Have you like stayed with friends or anything of that
Oh
nature?
yeah. Yeah, I'm a New Yorker. Not actually. Like
No,
at
you
heart.
you, you
Well,
live in a
I won't
small
even
town in Massachusetts.
I know at heart, I promise. Well, I'm a New Yorker at heart. Maybe. Is that stupid to say? I'm not gonna say that. Pretend like I didn't say that. I just want to move there,
You can
and I
you
know
can
I'm
you
gonna
can
move.
yeah, you can claim
Okay.
yourself as a New Yorker at heart. You were born to be a New Yorker. How about that?
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be tough. I know it's gonna be a tough love type of thing there. I'm gonna get beat down emotionally in all forms, but I know New York is just I don't know. It's like a tough mother type of thing. That's how I view it as, and I'm ready for it.
Oh, that's exciting. I'm very happy for you. I can't wait
Thank
to
you.
see what you have coming up.
Thank
Hope
you.
that you have a great 18th birthday in
Thank you very
isolation.
much. Hey,
And I really appreciate you taking time for the chat. I am a big fan of your music and can't wait to see you here in San Francisco at some point.
yo, thank you so much. This was an amazing conversation.